Hello, welcome back to the channel. So I got in from work a little early today. Had this package on the porch. I picked this up off eBay for $15. I was the only bidder on it. And it's gonna be a Marx Canadian Pacific style locomotive. Picked this one up mainly for parts. Because I've got another engine that I want to restore, the Marx 391, and this one has the stuff we need to do that. Or we may keep it depending on how good it is. But so this is the locomotive. It's a pre-war motor, and this is what I was wanting: the front truck and the rear truck, and of course maybe the motor. Looks like the side rod's pilling. It's a, kind of rough. Missing one of the marker lights. Got some kind of hair on it or something there. Ugh. Anyway, like I said, we picked this up for $15. Motor's pretty stiff in it. So that's the first piece. And one thing I will say, like I noticed in the pictures, this one has the chrome front on them. A lot of these have like an aluminum front. I like these here a lot better. So if we don't restore this engine, we may use it on another one. But so this one's probably older. Well, judging from the motor as well, if this is the original motor, it's pre-war. So anyway, that's the first piece. I think we got 2 or 3 cars with this. I can't remember exactly what was with it. Looks like a passenger car. And I do not have any others of these. I've had some of them in the past, but I usually have sold them. And this has got a wind-up style chassis on it, so this has probably come, from wind-up set. And it's pretty rough. We could probably paint the roof on it and save it. But that's a pretty rough piece there, in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we got a Pennsylvania tender. And this is regular electric set type couplers on it. Regular tab and slot. Banged up pretty bad in the front. This camera holder I'm using, I'm trying to get that up a little bit. But again, it's pretty rough, but we could clean this up and use this. I think I have one of these in the parts box as well that I've never done anything with. And this is off center real bad. That's kind of strange to see that like that. It's sitting way to the back. The lettering and stuff didn't get put on right from the factory, looks like. But we got a good chassis, and we could actually use that. Should be one other other car. I don't remember when it was. They wrapped them up pretty good anyway. Oh, caboose. And I've got a bunch of these. This one's in, rough condition. It's got rust on it, but it's got a good chassis. We could put another coupler on this and put another body on it possibly. It's bent and banged up really bad, so axle's bent. But for $15, that's the kind of stuff you get, and we can clean all that up and use it some way or another. Let me grab my oil bottle. I'm getting overrun with stuff again. I have got to figure out some storage. So, let's see. Let's get some oil on this. A little bit right on the armature on the gear side. See if we can get behind that gear. And get a little bit here on the brush side. The brushes look fairly good in it. This thing's dirty. Oh wow, look at all the... I'm gonna have to get a pick or something. That's got, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff wound up around the axle. I still haven't done anything with the passenger cars or those other cars we picked up. I was gonna do it last weekend, but I forgot it was Easter weekend, so... Wow. That is just caked on that axle. Looks like carpet fibers. So we will probably have to pull that axle to get the rest of that out. But for now, we can get some oil on it, see if we can get it freed up. Wow, it's still super tight. Really, too, if you look at these pickups, there's not a whole lot of wear on this. It's got a little bit, but not too bad. Let's pull this other one around. Still that little 400. I've been running it some. The motor I got in that flea market find. And I went through, I had a bunch of these 7-inch cars that was just missing couplers and stuff. I went through those the other day and fixed the ones I had. And it's trying to. It's actually trying to pull if the motor wasn't so tight. See if we can get a little more oil around these it's just incredibly still stiff even after all this oil. I'm gonna grab the Dremel. See if we can't clean these wheels really quick. Quick cleaning on those. Anything now? It's trying to. That motor is extremely tight, and I don't see why. Other than maybe the oil hasn't got down in it yet. The wheels have play in them, back and forth, so they're not pinched in too tight. We do have a bent axle right there. You can see, I don't know if this will focus in. You can see next to the chassis go in and out. If we could ever get it to move and work that oil in. It wants to go. Hey, we're getting someplace. Now if it'll work that oil in there. Let's just go ahead and hook it to this and see if we can get it to make a lap. It's so jumpy. Alright, try it again. I don't think she's gonna do it, guys, without a lot more cleaning. The pilot wheels jumped off. I have to oil those so they'll roll. Jumped off there again. It looks to me like that axle is too short. Like they're really pinched in tight. I don't know. Let's put some oil on them and see if we can get them to roll. That's way too much. That's fine. Oh, it's bent severely. Let's see if we can straighten that up a little bit. May have to cut this axle off and put a new one on it. Oh, that's a little better. Go ahead and put a little oil on this. So Marx engines, motors, you can treat them horribly and they'll eventually come back to life. This one may need to be took apart and cleaned though before it really decides to run. So it's got a bind in it. And what do I do with my pick? Looks like the, what did I do with that pick? Come on, fellers, keep up. What did I do with it? Looks like the back wheel is just crammed full of dirt. Wow. This one really needs disassembled, cleaned thoroughly. But I want to see if we can get it to run. Well, that's just packed in there. I don't know if you can tell it on the camera, but it is just packed. Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot better. Let's see, did that do anything for it? It's still binding in that one spot. Let's see if we can just get it to run a little bit by itself. And I feel like this front truck is not coming down far enough, and I see why. See this steam chest, I guess it would be, it's tilted way forward. Loosen that up and tilt it back. Get those front wheels down. That might have been part of the binding too. The side rods might have been hitting that. It was tilted up so high. Yeah, let's see. This is why I do not like these four-wheel cars, these 7-inch cars. They're so light. You're doing all right now. So we got a runner. You know, take it apart, thoroughly clean it. We could restore this one, but what I bought this for, oh, that's not it. I bought it for parts to restore this one. It has the correct kind of front truck that I wanted and the rear truck. This one's missing a number board. I may have one actually for this, but this is the one I wanted to restore, so I wanted the parts for it. But anyway, guys, we got this one up and running. 23 minutes took us. I do not like these cars I have it hooked to at all. And the truck came back off. Run it around again. So she needs a little fine tuning, but you know, Marx, as dirty and stiff as this thing was, you know, it took us 20 minutes or so to get it going, and we could clean this up if we just wanted to save this one, repaint it, maybe touch up that, or maybe just leave it like it is, or make some new side panels, you know, sand these off. I can actually print new ones. I've got a few that I've made them. I can't put the emblem back on it, but I can make the rest of it. So anyway, guys, that's all we got for you right now. We'll take this motor out and clean it up. when I do that, I may make a video. Just go through it and clean it up, and we'll decide if we're gonna keep this one. I've got several of this body style, so I'd rather have the 391 fixed up. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.